In this episode of Let's Build Bikini Bottom, we're going to be building Mr. Krabs' anchor. This is at least the 5th anchor I built in this series, so let's build another one. Yo, and what's up everyone, and welcome to episode, I believe this is 13 of this series, where we'll be building Krabs' anchor, also known as Mr. Krabs' house. Pearl, the daughter, the big whale, also lives here as well, so that's amazing. So in the previous iterations of this build, I built everything underground, but this time I'm actually going to be building everything inside the anchor itself because I created enough and I know I can make space to build both rooms and everything else I need to build, and believe it or not, it was oversized, so we're going to take a look at that. But starting off with, we have the actual shape of it. Start with the plane, just blue well, making sure everything is shaped correctly. The hardest part I would say about this build was probably getting that curve correctly. I probably messed it up a little bit there, but I think that's good enough for what the build intends. I do have to make it a little wider than usual because of the space I need to build the interior. So I think that turned out pretty okay. It's a very tall build, by the way. It's like taller than I think, and believe it or not, we're not going to be using half of it for the interior. So let me know if you enjoyed this build sequence, because honestly, instead of doing the wireframe first, I kind of just dive right in, kind of do the infill first, and there we go. We flipped it, and now we have the entire anchor itself completely finished, at least the exterior of it. And now of course I have the detail and the interior windows, and honestly, I gotta say these windows are so random, but that is what Mr. Krab is. Mr. Krab's kind of a random guy. He has a lot of stuff which you could be seeing on the inside. But yeah, that is it. Look at the pathway, and this driveway here will appear in that special lost episode, The Sponge That Can Fly, which is a cool reference I think I'll be adding. So inside, this is the main room, but before we go into the main room, I actually started with Mr. Krabs' house because I wanted to see how I'm going to get this to fit. And that's like the best way I found out is to get it to fit is to start with one of the rooms to make sure these towers on either side is big enough, and yeah, they're big enough. Short spoiler alert, but they're big enough. So here we have Mr. Krabs' room, and this is where Mr. Krabs sleeps. So interestingly enough, he has two beds, the one that's like hanging on both poles and just a normal bed. For this one, I decided to build a normal bed in order to hide an Easter egg, which is underneath his bed, which we get to later in the series, because that secret leads you somewhere amazing where you wouldn't expect. And to give you a hint, it involves green godworms. And this is the garage that SpongeBob had to clean out when he knew how to fly. The worst possible reason to learn how to fly. He had to help everyone in the city. And the Krabs, of course, took full advantage of that. Hey, I mean, it's cheaper than hiring a maid to do it. Alright, and here, the main room. Returning to the main room. This is where the famous episode Wet Paint came from, and SpongeBob and Patrick were tasked of painting this entire room, and of course, they messed up Krabs' first staller, which is kind of sucked, so they had to clean it up. But yeah, that's the famous knick-knack room, and Krabs keeps all his stuff. And next to that is the kitchen, and this will be the barrel room, the root beer room. It's technically underground, but in this case I want to utilize mostly anchor instead of using the underground, so that's why the root beer room is actually above the ground in this case, which I think looks better, more amazing, and more interactive than just hiding this. Look at this beautiful room, all that root beer. Don't ask me how he drinks all his root beer, he probably doesn't, but it's there. Now going underground, we have the actual basement. This is Krabs' secret place where he makes soap out of Krabby Patties. Don't ask me how that works, but that's the machine right there, and somehow he is able to do that. And finally, on the northern wing here, we have Pearl's room, Krabs' daughter. And you know, whales need big rooms, so we could give her a little tiny small room. You gotta need to double the walls and blah blah blah. So the room ended up being very small. I am going to redo this room because I forgot to texture the wallpaper. Completely forgot to do that, so I had to go back here. And this is just some fill space, a TV room, and some cinematics. So I join you on the ground. Alright, we're back here at ground level on this street here inside the city. So this is Krabs' anchor. I hope you all really enjoy the time lapse. I think this building turned out pretty good. And this, you may have noticed that I do the background, and that is because I'm going to do the background a little bit later because I need space to put in new buildings. I don't want to kind of mess up the background while trying to correlate this build and whatever. So that's kind of why I didn't do the background. I just did the immediate area. That's a quick change you could make from what I was doing in SpongeBob Patrick's house. But I think other than that, this looks pretty solid. Pretty good anchor. Definitely beats the previous season in my opinion. So I hope you'll enjoy. Give me feedback and if you like the texturing in this build, because honestly the texturing might be its weak point. It kind of looked too like we have dark blue and goes to like black. I don't know. I don't really like that. But if you have suggestions to how I can make the texturing better for this build, please let me know because I would love to hear it. So this is the famous driveway that leads to the Mr. Krabs' garage, and this is where the famous episode of The Sponge Ticket to Fly takes place, where you clean out the garage. The only time I believe that room ever appeared in the series. So go inside this big old door, we have the Nickout room, and this is Krabs' first dollar. This is the first dollar which you know who messed up, so yeah, it led to a lot of things. Well, not really, because the paint just came with Survivor, so it didn't really matter. This is a little computer, but yeah, this room is filled with knickknacks, and honestly, I think this should have spread to all the other rooms, but I decided to keep it this room because it's just too much stuff. It'll just make the room more crowded, but I think a little bit more like what Mr. Krabs thinks of everything. So upstairs, actually no, we go this way first. Go to Krabs' room first because oh, this is the Mr. Krabs' garage. Oh, I forgot a little boo-boo here. Not good, but yeah, this is the garage / tool shed, blah blah blah. And upstairs is, and this is one of the big issues I have with making this so tall is that it's so many steps to go up to each of the towers. But yeah, this is Krabs' room, and now here is the chest filled with money, which will actually lead to a very cool Easter egg, which you all can probably guess what it is. So let me know if you actually know where this Easter egg could lead, because even if you don't guess it right, it might give me some good ideas to actually show where this Easter egg will actually go to. And yep, this is the view. And also I was thinking of doing like a dual bed, like having a normal bed and the bed that kind of hangs, kind of like in one of the episodes when SpongeBob destroyed the Krusty Krab, but decided to do a normal bed because I wanted to hide the cash underneath the bed. Underneath, let's go back downstairs to the kitchen. Alright, we are back in the kitchen, the beautiful kitchen. This is a little dining table we have set up here, which I should put some chairs in. Some little bit of chairs. I really don't need to put chairs, but I could put them in anyways. But I'll try to make clear that's the dining table. But up here is the root beer room. This should be technically in the basement, but I decided to put up here just to utilize the anchor space anymore. Because if you go up here, I just really have this whole empty void with nothing. And up top here, we come to the balcony. And you can tell me what you think of this balcony. I mean, I don't know what to think of it. It's just a balcony. It's a beautiful place to go, though. We have parties, something like that. It's a nice lookout. And over there will be Downtown Bikini Bottom right there. We're kind of in the outer outskirts right now. So this will probably be a really good view. And over there would be Sand Mountain. And here is the big, huge hook, which really does nothing. I could make the stairway go down there as well, but that's against it. Alright, coming back down, we go back down. We're gonna be heading to, I believe, Pearl's room. So we go past the kitchen, past this ugly looking kitchen with a lot of stuff on it, past this wet paint room. Actually, no, let's go to the basement. I don't know, let's go to Pearl's room first. Because this is the filler TV's room. It's just a TV room. This TV, you can sit down, do whatever you want, drink your beer, do whatever feels, make you comfortable. But more importantly, upstairs is the whale's room. Krabs' daughter. Right up here. Look at all those stairs. So yeah, this is the room. These are supposed to be posters, and the wall is supposed to be like a completely different color, but I'm going to change that, don't worry. Eventually going to change that, it looks ugly. Because if it's not obvious, I'm going to be revisiting a lot of these rooms, and I'm going to be adding some, which call it sleepy Easter eggs into all the rooms to make it actually worth visiting. So instead of just seeing the room itself, you actually get to do something cool while inside the room. But that'll come up later, and I'm gonna do that for all the popular builds here. Alright, so after exiting Pearl's room, we go be oh yeah, I just wanted to show you. So pretty much Pearl's room is in this tower here, and Krab's room is in this tower here, and this central tower, yes, I call them towers because what else would I call them, is pretty much of empty void. But outside of that, going to the basement now, which is like the only part that is actually underground, the basement, the cellar, we have the naughty bats. Ooh, spooky. Halloween was yesterday, so there's some spooky stuff everywhere. But very happy Halloween, by the way. This is kind of the scariest it's going to get today. Don't worry. But yeah, this is the Krabby Patty soap machine, which makes soap made out of Krabby Patties. And Pearl was not too happy about that. So that's the machine for that. Of course, it doesn't work because honestly, I think this door should be folded shut, because if you get your hands on this soap, please just throw it away. Don't even tell me about it. But yeah, that pretty much does it for Krabs' anchor. It's a pretty small house. I would say it should have been more crowded, but I think just one room being crowded like this kind of set the point straight. I just didn't want the entire house to look like the same as all the other rooms, so that's kind of why I just maintaining to this room only. But yeah, if you all enjoyed it, I hope you gave me some good feedback, how I can improve next time. I hope you like the short-term vlogs as well, because this is kind of a simple build. Like, you know, before I did Kelp Forest, I did the pirate ship, it took a while, and rock bottom. So I hope you like these shorter builds, because that was kind of the plan, and I just kind of got overboard and wanted to get the scary builds out of the way for Halloween. So this will be my first normal build in a while, but I hope you all enjoy the length. I hope all good, give me some feedback, and I catch you all in the next time, where we will be building. Actually, no, let me know what you want me to build next. That's what I want to do. I don't know what I want to build next. It's going to be a surprise, and I catch you all in the next one. Take care. Cambanos.